Seniors, stop walking. These 5 moves do so much more. Do them at home. Walking is the exercise everyone recommends after 50. Doctors praise it. Fitness gurus swear by it. Your neighbor does it religiously every morning. But here's what nobody tells you. Walking alone won't save your legs from the decline that's already happening beneath the surface. These are the 5 movements that target what walking completely misses. In just 8 minutes per day, they reactivate the exact muscle fibers responsible for keeping you upright, stable, and independent. These are the muscles that decide whether you catch yourself when you stumble or whether you hit the ground.
Before continuing, please tell me where you're watching this video from. I'm curious to know how far this message will go.
Move 1. A wall lean hold. The first movement is deceptively simple but brutally effective. Stand facing a wall, place your palms flat against it at shoulder height, and push. Not a light touch, push like you're genuinely trying to move that wall backward. Your arms stay locked straight. Your body forms a rigid plank from head to heels, and you hold that position. Sounds easy, right? Try it for 30 seconds and you'll discover muscles you forgot existed. This static push activates your entire posterior chain in a way that walking never will. Your shoulders, upper back, core, and even your glutes fire simultaneously to maintain that rigid position. It's the same stabilization system your body uses when you're about to fall and instinctively throw your arms out to catch yourself. But here's the part most people miss. When you walk, these upper body stabilizers barely engage. They coast along doing minimal work. Walking is a lower body movement that leaves your arms and shoulders increasingly disconnected from your balance system. That disconnection is what makes falls so devastating after 60. Your legs stumble, but your upper body has no strength or coordination to compensate. The wall lean hold rebuilds that critical connection. It forces your brain to coordinate full body tension while maintaining balance. Think of it as rewiring the emergency response system that's been gathering dust for years. A real example. A 68-year-old follower practiced this movement daily for 3 weeks. She had been terrified of losing her balance while reaching for items on high shelves. That fear had quietly stolen her independence. She stopped cooking elaborate meals because she couldn't safely grab spices from upper cabinets. She avoided organizing her closet. Small surrenders that added up to a smaller life. After 3 weeks of wall holds, something shifted. Not dramatic, not miraculous, just a quiet return of confidence. She reached up for a ball one morning and realized the instinctive fear had vanished. Her body simply knew it could handle the movement. The strength was there, the coordination was there, the trust was back. Start with 20 seconds. If your arms shake violently, excellent. That trembling means dormant muscle fibers are waking up after years of hibernation. Build up to 3 sets of 30 seconds. Do it every single day. Consistency beats intensity every time. But there's a specific type of strength that walking does absolutely nothing for, and it's the difference between standing up from a chair independently or needing help for the rest of your life. Before we continue, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing how far this reaches. The warning sign most people ignore. Here's a question that reveals everything about your current leg strength. When you sit down in a chair, do you drop the last few inches? That unconscious free fall into the seat isn't just poor form. It's your body's way of admitting your leg muscles can no longer control eccentric movement. Eccentric movement is the technical term for muscle lengthening under tension, like when you lower yourself slowly into a chair, or when you walk downstairs, or when you bend down to pick something up. These controlled lowering movements require more strength than lifting yourself up. They're also the movements that disappear first when leg strength declines. And walking? Walking does almost nothing for eccentric strength. When you walk, your legs push you forward. That's concentric movement, muscle shortening. The controlled lowering component is minimal. You're not challenging the exact strength pattern you need most. This matters because most falls don't happen going up. They happen coming down. Missing a step going downstairs, sitting down too fast and losing control, lowering yourself to tie your shoe and not being able to get back up. These are eccentric failures, and if you're only walking, you're not training the system that prevents them. The next movement fixes this exact problem, but it requires you to do something that might feel uncomfortable at first. If you're finding value in this video, hit that like button and subscribe so we can reach more people who need this information. Move 2, the slow descent squat. The second movement is the controlled descent squat. You'll need a sturdy chair positioned behind you. Stand in front of it, feet shoulder-width apart. Now here's where it gets interesting. You're going to sit down, but in extreme slow motion. Count to 6 while lowering yourself down. Your goal is to barely touch the chair before immediately standing back up. This is pure eccentric training. Your quads, glutes, and core are forced to manage your body weight through the entire range of motion. No momentum, no dropping, just controlled resistance against gravity. The first time you attempt this, you'll probably collapse onto the chair around the 3-second mark. That's not a failure, that's information. It's showing you exactly where your strength disappears. Most people over 60 have a specific point in the descent, usually when thighs are parallel to the ground, where the muscles simply quit. That quitting point is called the sticking point. It's where your muscle fibers lack the strength to maintain tension. And it's precisely where you need to build capacity, because that's where real-world movements become dangerous. Getting in and out of cars, sitting down on low couches, using a public restroom. All of these require you to control your descent through that exact range. Here's what makes this movement radically different from walking. When you walk, you never lower your body weight through a full range of motion. You stay relatively upright. Your legs push you forward. That's concentric movement, muscle shortening. The controlled lowering component is minimal. You're not challenging the exact strength pattern you need most. Practice the slow descent squat every other day. Start with 5 repetitions. Focus on adding 1 second to your descent each week. Your goal isn't to do more reps, it's to get slower. A 10-second controlled descent is worth more than 20 fast squats when it comes to building the exact strength that prevents falls. But even perfect leg strength won't save you if your balance system has degraded. And there's one movement that rebuilds balance faster than anything else. Move 3, the single leg time challenge. The third movement separates those who will maintain independence from those who won't. It's brutally simple. Stand on one leg. That's it. But here's the protocol that makes it effective. You're not standing still like a statue. That's static balance, and it's not what fails in real life. You're going to introduce controlled chaos. While standing on one leg, turn your head side to side. Look up at the ceiling. Reach your arms in different directions. Move slowly, but keep moving. This trains dynamic balance, your body's ability to maintain stability while distracted. Because here's the truth about falls. They almost never happen when you're focused and careful. They happen when you're carrying groceries and reaching for your keys, when you're walking and turning to talk to someone, when you're moving and thinking about 3 other things. Static balance drills don't prepare you for those moments. Dynamic balance training does. Start with 20 seconds on each leg. If you need to touch a wall or chair for support, that's fine. Your fingers should hover near the support, ready to catch you, but not actually holding on. Each week, reduce how often you touch the support. Your goal is 30 seconds per leg with constant head and arm movement without touching anything. The transformation happens in layers. First week, you'll probably wobble constantly and touch the support every few seconds. That's your balance system realizing how much it's deteriorated. Second week, the wobbling decreases. Your ankle stabilizers start remembering their job. Third week, You can turn your head without immediately losing balance. Fourth week, it feels almost easy. But here's what's happening beneath the surface that you can't see. Your brain is rebuilding the neural pathways between your eyes, inner ear, and muscle control. These pathways deteriorate from disuse, not age. Walking doesn't challenge them because walking is too predictable. Your brain practically does it on autopilot. Single-leg balance training forces your brain to actively problem-solve every microsecond. It's cognitive exercise disguised as physical exercise. And the real-world payoff is immediate. You'll navigate uneven sidewalks with confidence. You'll turn to grab something while walking without that momentary panic. You'll move through your environment with the fluid confidence you had 20 years ago. But there's one more type of strength that walking completely ignores. And it's the strength that determines whether you can live in a two-story house or whether stairs become an insurmountable barrier.